How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Shannon's Garage Australia YouTube channel. As you know, my name is Shannon. So on today's episode of Shannon's Garage Australia, I am back to work on the E36 wide body convertible. But before I get to that, I do have to work on this little car behind me. This is my in-laws 08 Toyota Camry, and I need to do a front brake pad and rotor change. It's shuddering a fair bit under braking, so I would say it's got a warped disc and the pads are pretty well rooted. So I'm going to first get stuck into that, and then I'm going to get back to work on that E36. Well, that's one side done. I can understand now why the thing was shuddering. The rotor itself was about 20 mil overall too small. So the brake pads are worn unevenly, the rotor is not big enough. It's absolute mess, absolute mess. Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Crazy. Absolutely crazy what some of these mechanics do. All right, so as you can see, that's the old rotor on top and the new rotor underneath, and you can quite clearly see the difference in size, and that goes all the way around in its diameter. On top of that, look at the brake pads. Oh my God, that is just absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. I'll be calling my father-in-law right now and having a chat to him about who was the last one to do the brakes on this, because that's an absolute joke. I've never seen anything that bad before. Anyway, let's get back onto the other side and we'll get that knocked out now too. Okie dokie, so there you have it, all done. Brake pad and rotor change on an 08 Toyota Camry for the in-laws. Look, it's a really simple job. Literally take the wheels off. There's two 17mm bolts at the back of the brake caliper. Pull those, change the pads, change the rotor, slap it all back on, and you're done. That's it. So nice and quick, nice and simple. I am still pretty shocked to see that those rotors were so much smaller than the factory ones. Crazy. Potential for major damage. But anyway, I'm going to take this thing for a road test now, make sure that it's braking fine, it's not pulling to the left or pulling to the right. And then I'm going to have some lunch and then get back in here and get back to work on that E36. So yeah, I'll put the camera down now and we'll get into something else. Alrighty, well, it is the next day here on Shannon's Garage Australia. I got caught up with the in-laws yesterday after working on their car, so I actually didn't get any work done on the E36, but I am out here first thing this morning, and it is time to get to work back on this E36 Rocket Bunny convertible. So, yep, hopefully today we'll knock out this entire side. Okie so a couple of hours down, I now have the front over fender and the rear over fender all smoothed out with their final sanding. Now, I haven't been able to go to the store due to the COVID lockdown, so I don't really have any primer to put them in, but I do have some spray putty, which is nice and thick, so I might actually just give it a quick coat with that, just so it does have something over the top and I can see if there is any other low spots or high spots that need to be taken out. But otherwise, that side of the car is now done. I am thinking about starting on the bonnet. Now, it needs a full sandback. It needs to get those bonnet vents stuck in. I am going to do them the same as what I'm doing the over fenders, in the same hardware. So they are going to be bolted down. They're not going to be bolted underneath or stuck underneath and then filled in and smoothed out. I do want that that overly aggressive look, so I am going to go the same kind of hardware as what I'm doing the over fenders in. All right, but yeah, look, I might take these off now and give them a paint and see what they turn out like. Okie dokie, well that is now all the over fenders completely sanded back, smoothed down and put in their first coat of primer. I will give them a wet sand later on and give them another coat of primer when I can actually get to the shops and get some more. But otherwise, that's done. So over fenders, check. Okay, well that's going to be a wrap for today's video, guys. We got a lot of work done. Those over fenders are 90% complete now. Unfortunately, my camera died while I was filming the wet sanding portion of the over fenders, but they are done. Night's starting to fall here now. It's been a very long day, very good day. We got a fair chunk of work done on the E36. A little bit more work to go and we can get this thing into the booth and start painting. Finally, yes, I can't wait to get this thing painted and on the road. As always, like, comment and subscribe if this is something you want to continue seeing. Hopefully it is. Like I said before, this is what I'm doing full time now, so I really hope you guys get on board and help support the channel. Yeah, look, if you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram at Shannon's Garage Australia. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So have yourselves a good evening, good night, and remember, stay cool.